Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
And it's now time for Live at the Sports Attic. It is March 14th, 2023. It's a Tuesday evening, and we are the Sports Attic guys. Some have called us Larcher and Lawrenson. Others have called us Walgreens Brothers. Quite frankly, two of the most creative performers of all time on the small stage in Chicago, Illinois. That's us. My name is Clark Lawrenson, member of the group Comedy Accident here in Chicago for many years. My partner, also a member of that. We've been doing podcasts for the better part of a decade, and we thank you, the loyal listener, for listening and watching on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook Live, and YouTube. And as always, we're on Blog Talk Radio and likely wherever you get your podcasts, maybe tomorrow morning. Maybe you're doing your morning stuff. Who knows? This here is my partner, the one and only, am I pointing in the right direction? Alfred Ferdinand Larcher III.
Well, good morning, Clark. It's a pleasure to be here after this lovely St. Patrick's Day weekend. You know, all the shenanigans of the drinking and Chicago. I see you've gone full hipster today. You got the vest on and the little beanie hat and some kind of green 3-button shirt there. It's very nice.
Well, you know, anyone who it is a 3-button shirt. How the hell did you know it was 3 buttons? The buttons were covered. What'd you count them? Like, wow, nice. Thanks for noticing, Al. I appreciate it. That's the best compliment I've gotten all day.
You're welcome, buddy.
It's time for me to do my annual checkup on you. Of course, I experience the St. Patrick's Day Saturday quite differently these days than I used to. But first, I wanted to comment. You're looking pretty great over there. Little trimmed up, little cleaner on the face. For those of you listening, Al's face appears to be a bit cleaner than what it has lately.
Yeah, I shaved.
The beard is gone. Is the hair a little bit shorter?
No.
Nope, nothing to do with the hair. It's just pulled back well.
Oh,
I see.
It's just there's a fucking thing.
The thing.
The hair, you know, the fucking
the hair tie.
Yeah.
The hair tie.
The thing.
Yeah, it looks great. It looks great. But yeah, how'd you do? How was Saturday? What time did you start? 7 o'clock? 8 o'clock?
8 o'clock, you know. I mean, when I get in, you know, the shenanigans are pretty much you know, people are either like second wind or they're done. So, you know, actually it wasn't a horrible day. It wasn't a horrible night at all.
Like somebody's napped for 4 hours by the time they come back in to see you.
Yeah. It's a lot of you know, a lot of drinking. Because you know, in Chicago, the people celebrate St. Patrick's Day the Saturday before the actual holiday. Now, why we celebrate it at all, I don't know. You know, it just seems ridiculous to me that you know, this thing, you know, it's just an excuse for people to drink. And really, there's no, you don't need an excuse to drink. Like, right. You know, you want to take away the pain of living. There's plenty of reasons to drink. Like, you don't need to like manufacture a holiday, you know, where amateurs take advantage of it. And they get out and they get blasted, and then they fall over each other and they fight, and it's a ridiculous custom here in Chicago. You know, one of the many things that's wrong with this city. That
it's somewhat harmless, no?
Oh, harmless! Everything's harmless with you.
Is it not? I mean, yeah.
You think alcoholism is harmless, Clark? Do you not know the dangers? I feel like I'm talking to Casey here with that stupid vest on. Is there any way you can take that off?
Can you just call me Casey?
Very distracting.
By the way, what's wrong with Casey? That's what I want to know. Casey wants to know.
Casey's fine. Casey pulls a vest off. You don't.
But if you feel like you're talking to Casey,
You look silly.
then you're welcome, I guess. Like
You look silly with a vest on.
Jesus, I've been wearing a vest for this has been my vest for well over a year. You've seen it on me in the show.
Yeah, well, today it's very distracting. It's probably that shirt with it. Just I don't know. I'm no fashion icon, but
no, thanks for telling me I look like Casey. But yeah, so you survived it.
You got the cotton candy colored headphones on. That's kind of nice. Did you know you could get your ice cream cone dipped in cotton candy at Dairy Queen?
What do you just have to ask him?
Well, you know how you can do the chocolate dip or you can do the cherry dip. There's also a cotton candy dip.
Okay. Yeah. Sign me up. God damn it, Al. Just before I came on, I had issues. That's why we were late, folks. I had to go and I had to restart Chrome. Well, guess what?
What?
I lost my Chrome's tabs. Oh, hang on a minute. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we're going to get it. Oh, thank goodness. I think we'll be fine. Never mind. Forget it. Crisis averted.
All right. Well, you got your tabs back now. I'm sure the show's raring to take off. Chicago Bears, they started the free agency. There were some moves. They made a trade.
Since we've done a show, they've had a heck of a last 5 days here. Lot happened.
You've seen Rocky, I believe.
I did. Go see. I saw Creed 3.
You haven't said anything about it, which makes me think it's not that good of a movie.
It's
but you love
second favorite Creed movie.
But you love, like if you like something, you just like it. So you have a hard time, criticizing and giving a fair review of things. So, how many Creed movies have there been? 3?
3. Yeah, and this is my second favorite.
Okay.
The first Creed is number 1.
Yeah.
Creed 2 was all right, but this one was all right. It was good.
Okay.
Sounds good. All right?
Yeah. What was it about? Was there boxing involved? I assume there was probably some boxing.
There was. This is the first time that they went and did something other than the Rocky's past. Rocky was not in this movie. This is Creed out there on his own, and he's kind of.
There's no Rocky in this?
I'd say he's kind of right about where Creed. Yeah.
I think
he's probably right about it. Rocky 3-ish for himself. Like, he's done fighting. Or not done fighting, but he's accomplished everything as a fighter. He's accomplished everything as a fighter. He didn't just start.
He's accomplished everything as a fighter.
I mean, yeah. And
he beat Logan Paul?
Somebody from his past that took the fall to get himself into took the fall, went to jail, and he's come back into his life. And I'll tell you what, there was an issue not knowing who I was cheering for and who I wasn't in this movie. The villain, it might have been could have been the best villain. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You've disappeared. Did you fall? Oh my God, he's fallen.
Damn it. No.
Are you okay, Clark? Do I need to send help?
Jesus. No, I'm here.
Yes, my son.
But there we go. Can you hear me better now? Is that a little better?
Yeah.
All right, great. I know what happened. That program died. I'll bring it back. Yeah, the villain. It could have been it could have been maybe the best villain from a Rocky movie yet. There's a chance.
Better than the Russian guy.
Better than Drago, maybe more developed, I would say. I'd say more developed, and I wanted him to win. I don't think there was ever a moment that I wanted the Russian to win. I felt for him. I felt for Drago by the end of it. But I might have been pulling for him to win, actually. So
what you're saying is, Creed's just not as likable as Rocky, because you never wanted Rocky to lose.
I'd say that's true.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, that's something that I would say is true.
Well, very good. So do you recommend the movie? Should people go see the movie, or?
Yeah, go see it. Absolutely. Why
All
would
right.
you not see a Rocky movie? I'm sorry. I haven't thought about it. It's been a week or so since I've seen it. And
Well, that's what I'm here for. I mean, I'm asking the hard questions.
I've felt it out. I wish you had seen it. Because that'd be good to talk to you about. Why don't we try to get you a piece of that here in the next week or two, and then we'll talk.
A piece of what?
I don't know. I don't want to give the whole damn movie away.
Right. You don't want the spoilers. I feel you.
All right. The family stuff in Creed 3.
Yeah.
Awesome. I mean, it tugged right at my heart. He's got a kid,
Well, that's all it takes with you. I mean, this is the kid, and all of a sudden,
done.
Oh, I have kids too. I can relate.
Love it. Yep. I'm a sucker for it. You got me. My Lord. What do we think here? So here's how it shook out yesterday, Al. We know what the Bears did in the draft. Do you want to start there and do a quick recap on the trade?
Well, we don't know what the Bears did in the draft yet. The draft is about a month away.
Yeah, but I'm talking like we're a month and a half in the future. No, what I mean is we know what they've done with the number 1 overall pick.
Yes,
that was they got that chip. Lovie Smith and the Houston Texans won that game, and all of a sudden the Chicago Bears have the number 1 pick. And what a difference that was! Like to go from 2 to 1, unbelievable.
I know you were over here hoping the Bears would win games and stuff. I was true to the brand the whole time.
Look, I'll cheer for them to win games. Absolutely.
No, not last season. There was no need to cheer that team. No. I smited the team. Every Sunday I woke up and I smited the team.
What I know is I make a post because I'm excited about it on Facebook, and I go, look at how this shook out side by side. It still blows me away that the Bears had the number 1 overall pick and they can trade, and they're receiving not only the 9th pick in the draft, not only the 2nd round pick from the Panthers, not only next year's 1st round pick, not only the following season's 2nd. You look at that and you're like, damn, they should have gotten a 1st, but then they also get the Panthers' number 1 receiver out of the deal, which I mean, it's a number 1. He's the Bears' best receiver now, right? It's amazing that the Chicago Bears did this, all because Lovie Smith won a football game.
Well, it's not because Lovie Smith really has nothing to do with it. I don't know why people seem to want to put so much emphasis on Lovie Smith.
I think you know the sarcasm there, right? Like, obviously it's not all Lovie Smith, but that's what happened. That's a fact. His team winning that game
played a factor in us getting number 1. Yeah.
Yes.
Now, as far as the trade goes, I've been back and forth on it because, people want to make it like Ryan Poles is now the savior of Chicago. This DJ Moore, I got a bone to pick with this guy.
Uh-oh.
The guy's been in town less than a week and he's already given away the keys to the city. I don't think he has the right to give away the keys to the city.
Who's he giving keys to? Who's he giving keys to?
Ryan Poles.
Wait, he gave the keys to the city to Ryan Poles?
He tweeted that they should give the keys to the city to Ryan Poles. Well, I'm not ready to give the keys to anybody. You know what I mean? My
question on that is he going to give them to Chicago? Is he going to give them to Arlington Heights? Is he going to give them the key to Lake Forest? Where's he getting the key to?
Probably to the Chicago. He's going to get keys to the entire Chicagoland area, Clark.
Oh, the whole area. Who oversees the Chicagoland area? Because normally the mayor hands that out. Would you hand it out?
The Cook County Commissioner, Clark. It's not that hard.
Oh, so the Cook County only. So surrounding areas outside DuPage, sorry. Lake, nope, that's where your home is. Nope, we're not doing that. Boom. Okay.
Yeah, that's not really Chicagoland area.
I don't know why I'm being picky here. We need a mayor of the Chicagoland area. And is Kirkland Chicagoland area?
No. So absolutely not.
They do put DeKalb County on the weather map on Chicago stations. They talk about it.
Yeah, they're always talking about Rensselaer, too. Like, I know what a Rensselaer is.
I see Rensselaer all the time. I'm like, where the fuck is this?
Rensselaer. A waste of a city.
What?
Nonstop, they're talking about the weather in Rensselaer. They're talking about the weather in Rensselaer. Like, I care about Rensselaer. I don't even know where Rensselaer is. Do they have the Renaissance Festival in Rensselaer? Stupid, man. So
I'm going to work on making this. I'm going to get you the key to Rensselaer. I am going to get you the key.
You.
We're going to rectify this whole thing. You got this. My Lord. Hey, there's a few people watching us tonight.
Everybody was very excited about the trade. Most people were excited about the trade. My thing is, and I think the trade was good, right? Like, I don't think this was a bad trade, and I'm not knocking Ryan Poles. My only thing is, it was a very easy trade to make. You know what I mean? Like, it was. They had the most power of any team in the draft, and they made a reasonable trade with it. So, I give them credit for that. Hi, Sesame Street. I give them I give them credit for that. Like, he did what he needed to do. And as far as free agency goes, I mean, he's filling gaps and we have a lot of money to do it. So, and I think players want to come to Chicago. I think there's a real sense right now in the league that this is a place to be, that the rebuild is real. And, I saw something like Cleveland struck out on like all 5 of their free agent attempts. Because nobody wants to go to Cleveland. Who the hell would want to go to Cleveland?
Cleveland got a defensive fella from Minnesota, right? Their number 1 guy that they wanted, I thought.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that guy's an idiot, I mean, like, why would you go to Cleveland?
Well, hey, so I'm thinking Vikings now, and now it's leading me to talk about Aaron Rodgers, and we can discuss that one in a little bit. Right now, we're not talking about that team up north right now. We're talking about the Chicago Bears, right? Yeah. Well, first of all, the Cleveland Browns are signing Minnesota free agent defensive tackle Dalvin Tomlinson, according to NFL media, a 4-year deal worth $57 million, including 27.5 guaranteed. Do you recall what the Bears did? So for Tremaine Edmonds, 4 years, $72 million, 50 guaranteed. Gosh, do you mind if I talk to you about these guys now, or were we still talking about the trade?
No, go ahead, please. I mean, jump right in.
Davis, Nate Davis, playing offensive guard, 3 years, $30 million, 7.5 guaranteed. Walker, 3 years, $21 million, 16 million guaranteed. Edwards, 3 years, $19.5 million, 7.9 million guaranteed.
Yeah, and when it comes to Pro Football Focus rankings, overall rankings of free agents, Tremaine Edmonds came in at 17. Edwards is 29th. Nate Davis is 54. And then just to kind of like compare it, David Montgomery would be like an 81. He's ranked 81 out of all.
You mean overall ranking?
Yeah, and I believe those overall rankings have things like guys like Lamar Jackson in it who have been signed or franchised. So
yeah, I had Davis as like the number 24 guard in the league, and there's 2 starting guards on each team. I think it was 24th.
Yeah, very good, Clark. Yes.
Yeah. So, well, I mean, 24th. No, actually, no. I thought he was 17th. Is that what you said? 17th from guards.
Yeah, he was ranked 54th overall, and Pro Football Focus has him ranked as the 4th best guard in free agency.
Free agency, yeah. No, but so Tevin Jenkins is a guard, is ranked 3rd overall, and then Nate Davis is ranked 17th for guards overall. So that's improved. The big talk is where he's played all of his games at right guard, and Tevin Jenkins has been playing right guard.
So there's some movement, There's some movement.
We'll see. You like the Nate Davis signing?
Huh?
Nate Davis from Tennessee, where he was blocking for like the likes of a Derrick Henry and stuff. Do you like that pickup?
Yeah, I do. I mean, you need the secret to building an offensive line is just getting bodies, and the better the bodies, the better the opportunity. And Nate Davis seems like a guy who's going to be a starter for us in a position that's obviously a need. I mean, you have 5 players on the offensive line. You got 2 of them now with Trevor and Davis. There's still some question at center. Tackle's a little confusing, but I think they have some game plans there. Possibly with the 9th overall pick, they could be drafting an offensive lineman, an offensive tackle. So yeah, I mean, obviously that's one of the biggest needs because now you look at the Bears' offense and it went from disgusting, you know, one of the grossest looking offenses I've ever seen to hey, this is kind of exciting, man. You got DJ Moore is legit. I don't care what people say. There's some hurt fantasy owners, some fantasy owners who got butt hurt drafting DJ Moore last year, and they're bitter about it,
Yeah.
and they think he's not a good wide receiver. Well, you look at the situation in um, Carolina last year. I mean, it was worse than the Bears. I mean, it was a horrible situation. DJ Moore has had a different quarterback virtually every year of his career. And for 3 consistent years, he's gone over 1,000 yards receiving. The dude could ball. He's a great wide receiver. Very excited about the play. Now you got Claypool, who we still don't know who he is. We don't know what he is. We don't know what he's capable of. Um, but if he's a good number two, suddenly that's getting excited. And then you got what's his name as your third. You got Mooney as a third wide receiver. And suddenly you got like a realistic, good, probably near the middle of the pack of wide receivers in the NFL. You went from like dead last to like somewhere in the middle to possibly a ceiling of a top 10 wide receiving core in the NFL. Plus, you got Komet, who's a good player.
I mean, it's a huge start. I mean, at the very least, it's a huge start. DJ Moore, I've heard people talking he didn't have as many touchdowns going on last season, is the issue. But like you said, who's been throwing to him? 888 receiving yards, 63 receptions on 109 targets, only 3 drops on him, which if you check out his reception to target, that tells you about the quarterback, right? The one little concern, are you at all concerned that 3 yards after catch?
Not really, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's a guy he catches contested footballs. I mean, it's a great play. He's a great player. So I'm very excited about that. And yeah, I mean, Poles was able to make the trade and solidify our wide receiver concerns all at the same time. So
Yep. I'm excited. Sesame Seed out there asks if the Bears, what are the odds the Bears bring Robbie Gould back?
I don't care. Bears fans think for some reason that Robbie Gould cares about the Bears. Like Robbie Gould could give 2 shits about the Bears. Robbie Gould cares about money. That's what Robbie Gould cares about. He's a kicker. He's a good kicker. He's a great guy. A fun dude. But he's a kicker. That's the bottom line. At the end of the day, the dude's a kicker. I'm not going to sweat that hard over a kicker.
Could somebody remind me to clip that right there? Just because when Robbie Gould does his introductory press conference and he says, I've been dying to come home, and he's crying, discussing how great it is to be back home, playing down at Soldier Field.
Just destiny to kick into the cold weather of Chicago.
It's my destiny to kick here. San Francisco was horrible. Hated the weather. Man, you were talking about the wide receivers and stuff, but what about the linebacker core? Like all of a sudden, the Chicago Bears linebackers have improved quite a bit.
Sure.
TJ Edwards, of course, was the first one that we heard yesterday. He'd played with the Super Bowl team, the Philadelphia Eagles. And then I wanted to ask you about from the Buffalo Bills, Tremaine Edmonds, Al. I know
fantastic.
You've enjoyed watching the Buffalo Bills the last few years. It's not just been that offense that was under Brian Daboll for a while. That defense has been pretty solid as well.
Yeah, defense has been really good. I mean, it's really kind of one of the strengths in Buffalo. It's kind of falling apart right now, but yeah, I mean, he's a fantastic linebacker, and I believe he's one of the highest paid, linebackers now in the league, and probably worth it. I mean, the dude is he's a baller, and he's going to get the job done. We couldn't stop the run last year at all. Like we just, there was no chance of even trying to stop the run. And this guy's going to make a difference there. And suddenly, your linebackers come alive. That position comes alive. You just really need one dude on the defensive line to make that come alive. And our secondary isn't horrible. It was challenged because there was no pass rush. There was no pressure, and you can run. Now,
and it's
Tremaine Edmonds,
somewhat young. They drafted young last year. They drafted that position early last year, right?
Yeah. Last year, Pro Football Focus had Tremaine Edmonds ranked 5th out of 81 linebackers. In the free agency class, he's the second best rated linebacker, behind only Levante David, who was ranked 3rd last year.
I see Edmonds' overall ranking was a 79.
Now, Levante David is 33 years old, where Edmonds is 24. That's another thing that's very clear with the moves Poles is making is this is a very young free agency class that he's going after. He's building for the future. So,
Al, he's trying to get to you here. He's trying to tell you, Al, I know last year I drafted old. This year I'm gonna do free agency young, just for you, buddy. Because
that wasted pick on that.
They're younger than Velus Jones.
Yeah, Velus Jones, practically, he's looking in one of those Jimmy Buffett senior citizen retirement communities. Get his pineapples
He's
ready.
got villages down in Florida. He's got pamphlets all over the place.
The Tahitian village.
Oh my goodness. I was happy yesterday hearing all of that. They really the DeMarcus Walker thing came pretty late in the evening for me. It was probably right in the middle of your day, getting some chores done when that news finally dropped. I'm guessing you woke up to a lot of the free agency signings
yesterday. Yesterday was I woke up and it was just like a lot of news. I saw the Walker thing earlier this morning. Like 4 a.m. I think I noticed it, or sooner. Not as big of a signing, like not as exciting of a signing, but it's starting to solidify, some interior linemen, which obviously is a need, and just like offensive linemen, man, you start getting in the guys who surprise. The thing with like offensive line and defensive line is a lot of times it's not the big money guys. It is guys like DeMarcus Walker, who was ranked 24th overall last year, and sometimes that's what you need, especially when you're rebuilding. You can't spend all your money on the best of the best of the best. You need guys who are a little under the radar, who aren't going to kill your cap, who you're going to get 3 years, averaging $7 million, with the chance that this guy actually plays really well. His career started a little slow, but he's picked up the pace. He's getting quarterback pressures now. He stepped that up. Defensive stops. So yeah, I'm excited to see what happens with DeMarcus Walker. I think he's a welcoming piece to that defense.
Me as well. A little over 40 days away from the draft at this point. Do you foresee the Bears holding on to their current draft position at number 9? They currently have 10 picks in the draft, right? 10 picks. Do you think that they will either trade the number 9 pick and pick up a few more, or make some other trades and end up with more draft picks than 10 this year?
Yeah. I don't know. The future will tell. I mean, there's no point in speculating stuff like that. I mean, you just, what happens, what happens. Do I think they'll move away from 9? I don't. I think they'll stay at 9.
Okay.
9. Unless they feel like there's absolutely nothing there that.
Well, my thing is, if they've got like 2 or 3 people on their board at that point who they believe any one of them can be a huge impact on their team, why wouldn't you say, hey, Houston Texans, what do you got for me at number 12? That's the thought there.
Sure.
So as of right now, in the first round, they have the 9th pick from the Panthers. They have the 2nd pick, number 53 from the Ravens. They have a 2nd round pick, number 61 from the Panthers, and the 3rd round pick, number 64. So right there between the 2nd and 3rd round, from 53 to 64, you got 3 picks within 10 there. That's a great spot. That's a fantastic spot right there.
It's a sweet spot. It's a money spot. That's a kind of spot. You got a guy like I think like a Dave Montgomery kind of was in that range of players, which that might be a concern of ours. I mean, what are we going to do at running back? Huh?
Is there a chance he's going to be a Bear?
Yeah, I think so. I think there's a chance.
Because I was pretty convinced partway through the season that there was no way they could bring him back. I
got very excited with the thought of Saquon Barkley coming to Chicago. I really talked myself into that. Vegas had us having the highest odds of getting him.
Wow.
And I didn't think he was a guy Ryan Pace would particularly go after. But I started really, thinking like, okay, that's the kind of running back that worked well with Fields in college. The system would be fantastic. So I got really excited about Saquon Barkley, and then stupid Danny Dimes signs a contract with them, so they don't have to use the tag on him. So instead, they use it on Barkley.
Oh,
and the rest they say is history.
Yeah, I kind of missed that a little bit.
There's an interesting, Miles Sanders is still out there. And I don't know if I'd rather have Miles Sanders over Dave Montgomery. But I think I might. I think I like Miles Sanders' skill set over David Montgomery's. I think it might fit better with our offense. Of course, he played with Jalen Hurts in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
So we see what he could do with a running quarterback. So yeah, I mean that's an interesting guy. Delvin Singletary is still out there from Buffalo. He surprisingly was ranked 18th overall in Pro Football Focus rankings
for overall free agents. Just any of them?
No. Of the halfback position. He was ranked 18th out of 60. Montgomery was ranked 44th out of 60.
Wow.
I mean, I think Dave Montgomery's a far better back than Devin Singletary, but that's a name out there. Deontay Foreman is still out there. An interesting one, Kareem Hunt. He's been behind. Who's in front of him over there in Cleveland?
What's
Mixon?
The other Chubb.
Yeah, Nick Chubb. So I mean he's been backing up Chubb for a long time. We know the dude's got legs. We know he can run. I think he's an interesting option of a dude who may have a second wind to his career if he's given the feature back role. So I mean Kareem Hunt. Damian Harris is still out there. And another interesting one, if you want to go with the young running back backup narrative, Alexander Madison, of course, has been backing up Delvin Cook in Minnesota for a long time. When he gets the ball, when Cook gets hurt, once or twice a year, we've seen him play. He plays really well. He ranked 35th out of 60th. He's only 24 years old.
Is he going to cost you more than a David Montgomery?
I don't think so.
I'm happy. I mean, I'd like to go. That'd be a good idea. I'm intrigued by that as well. But at this point, I'd like to stick with Montgomery if that's in the plans. If he finds that the market's not there for him, I mean, he's 44th Pro Football Focus. I mean, that's got to affect the market right there. So, because what I'm saying is, if you can get Montgomery at a good value and use that money in other places right now, holy shit. That's fantastic. Let's do that. Hey, go ahead.
I don't think you're going to get Montgomery at a value. I think you'll get him at market value.
Mark says Montgomery or Hunt over there on Facebook. Hey, Mark, thank you for jumping in. Please, everybody, jump in on the show. Let us know your thoughts on the Chicago Bears or the NFL in general. What did you think? What do you think of even if you're not a Chicago Bears guy, you're an NFL guy, what do you think of the Chicago Bears picks, how they're doing this offseason so far? Not that I'm into hypotheticals, man, but that 12th pick that Houston's holding on to, they have 11 picks total. Right. I mean, is it far out of line to say, hey, we'll trade you the first, to that pick, and you can give us the 33rd overall pick or the 65th overall pick, something like that as well, and the Bears still get their guy just three people down, or one of their guys? I don't know. I'm jumping way ahead. I'm sorry. You said not to do it, but that's where I am.
Yeah, I like I said, I don't know. I mean, maybe, sure. If you could, obviously, if you can get value, you take it. Like that's the secret to business, Clark. I mean, if you can take value somewhere, you take it. So if they can make a move and they can get more value for what they have, then sure, go for it.
Yeah, absolutely. Mark thinks that it's been great so far for the Bears. Yeah, it's been a fine off season so far, right? But it's an
Yeah, I
off.
have no complaints. I have no complaints.
No complaints other than my vest.
Yeah, it's a little much there. Hipster Clark today.
Well, I'm going to be positive and focus on your face looks nice.
Well, thank you, Clark. It's very nice
You're
of you.
welcome.
Face does look nice.
I'm always scared to go completely down. Like I don't know. My wife told me she doesn't like my face, so
Well, I mean, she's right. I mean,
thanks.
yeah. I mean, she knows what she's talking about.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I just don't like shaving. Like it's not that I don't like my face. It's I don't like shaving. I haven't had a haircut since 2019. No, I take that back. It was right at the start of the pandemic, so 2020.
Okay. I like how much I've hang on, sorry. I like how little less amounts of razors I go through when I have my face shaved, when I don't do the mustache and I do the full beard. Much less.
Do you think it's a bad look to use the man trimmer on your face?
The man trimmer?
Yeah, the man trimmer.
Oh, the same trimmer?
Yeah,
If you use the same trimmer,
right.
oh, thanks, Elijah. Yeah, that's just the TV talking. I don't know if we're. I think as long as you wash after you're done with it, and then the next time you use it, you do the face first. Face first.
Yeah, I mean, like it's the same. I mean, it's a blade. It's hair. I mean, I don't. I don't think it's that big of a deal, but I don't know.
Semantics. I think wash it, let it dry.
Well, right.
And the next time, then do your face first, and then do that, and then wash it. That's just
Yeah.
that's where I stand on it. I mean, where does the world stand on this? Is this where we gain a ton of viewers?
Well, I see the man groomer thing. They're now selling a separate blade razor for the face now. They're moving north, so to speak, and I always thought like, hey, they both kind of work for the same thing.
They're
I always thought
moving
that,
north.
but
They're moving north.
the business is going up to Detroit.
Oh, I mean, Detroit's kind of east, northeast, up north there. So this is beautiful, Al. The Bears are improving. I feel like the quarterback is heading in the right direction, and history is repeating itself somewhat up there in New York, although it's not official yet. Have you seen what they've done now? Pat McAfee teased it for tomorrow. Aaron Rodgers is coming on the show live. And that's where this announcement is going to be made, because I don't know if you saw about 2 hours ago. Did you see the Jets signed?
Oh, they get ODB?
Wide receiver Lazard.
Oh, that's
earlier today. I forget who had tweeted it. I'd get you a source, but it was tweeted out, and it seems like somebody with a blue check, legit, that Aaron Rodgers has given the Jets a list of players that he wants them to sign, and OBJ was on it. But they signed Lazard, and then Pat McAfee has tweeted out that tomorrow on his show live, it's going to be Aaron Rodgers. And that's probably when it finally becomes official, right?
I was putting together a comedy bit last night. I was gonna, put up on the talking players.
Yeah.
It was Aaron Rodgers, and he was gonna go You know, he was going to go into his cave, and his spiritual advisor is going to be there. You know, Puxatawny Phil, just like when
Yes.
Homer Simpson ate the hot peppers, and the coyote was his spiritual advisor. You know, voiced by Johnny Cash. I was
Sure.
going to do something similar, but I couldn't. It was just too much work, and
Wasn't coming.
it wasn't coming about. So yeah,
Sometimes I
I
feel like
still might.
for you, sometimes those things really hit, and I feel like it's when they just come at you real quick and you just roll. Like
Yeah.
you just turn the damn thing on and then you upload it, maybe without even like, just like fuck it. Let's put it on. Let's see what happens. And I love it. Like that's how that McCarthy thing went nuts.
Yeah. We got like 500,000 views on that. That was crazy.
Something like that. It was crazy.
Yeah, well,
So yeah, I don't know. I guess that whole thing's happening tomorrow. I probably won't watch it, but the Jets again, huh? Where's Lou when you need him?
yeah. Well, are we even on Blog Talk, or am I spending $80 a month on something we're not even
We're
using?
100% on Blog Talk. And if anyone would like to call in on that line, it's 760-454-8834. 760-454-8834. We are live. We are rolling. The whole system's working. My phone's ringing.
I used to be a big fan of that. You remember Jiminy Glick?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Patrick dug out like the old episodes. He found all the old episodes. So
Oh, is that why that's there?
yeah, I went on a Jiminy Glick kick. You know, we went. I remember we saw him. We were at Second City at the time, and he was premiering his movie. And we went and saw Martin Short talking about the Jiminy Glick character. But yeah, I love that.
He wasn't there as Jiminy Glick?
I don't think he was.
That's got to be a lot.
Yeah.
Get Jiminy Glicked up would be my guess, right?
But yeah, watch that movie. It was good. It was fun. You know, that show would get canceled today.
I thought he was bringing it back.
He might be bringing the character back.
Maybe.
I hope so.
Yep. So yeah, that's the Bears. That's what the Packers are doing.
Yes.
I noticed
Teams are making moves.
I had noticed the week of the Super Bowl that the Bears were 8,000 to 1 to win the Super Bowl. Then after the trade, they were 7,000 to 1. This was on DraftKings. And then last evening I looked again and it was 600 to 1. So
wow.
In case you're wondering.
Things are looking up. We're moving on up
to the east side, right?
To a deluxe department in the sky.
Fair. What am I doing over here, huh? You know, I miss that mustache sometimes. I just wanted to put that out there.
What, your mustache?
Yeah. Yours too.
Yeah. Well, maybe I shaved so I could get the mustache right. You know, you never know.
Yeah. A lot of times if I ever go totally bare-faced, it's because I screwed up on doing the mustache or something. Like I went too far up on one side. Or accidentally. That happens quite a bit.
So who's your guy in the draft? You got a guy yet? Is it the guy the kid from Northwestern, the offensive lineman from Northwestern? Is it the wide receiver from Ohio State?
They got that edge rusher from Iowa.
Yeah, no.
The
edge rusher from Iowa, sure. That's a guy.
That might be going up. Or what about that receiver from Ohio State?
Yeah, I mean that's possible. It does look like Lucas Van Ness, the edge rusher from Iowa, would be there. We have a shot at the wide receiver from Ohio State.
Yeah.
But I mean, is that really a need at this point? I mean, I think you still go best available.
Carter just went in my mock spot ahead to the Falcons. If he's around.
What is it with grown ass men doing mock drafts? Like, what is this trend?
I don't know. Why are they?
What joy do you get out of this?
Yeah, I think it's ridiculous that they're doing this. Why would
Well,
you?
you're doing it. So, what joy do you get out of it, Clark?
I'm doing this so I could go and pay attention here.
Why don't you just read profiles and
right now
watch
it's showing
footage?
me that the best option at this point would be a Devin Witherspoon, the cornerback, or maybe Quentin Johnson out of TCU could fall there.
Well, Devin Witherspoon is ranked 7th overall by Pro Football Focus. He didn't do any testing at Indy, so he didn't run any of the combine there. But yeah, I mean he's a Fighting Illini guy. I believe that's where your wife went, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Now Van Ness, I believe that he is dating the sister of one Cole Kmet.
Okay, so there's a little bit of a romance connection there.
There you go.
Yeah, the sister-in-law narrative.
There you go. The sister-in-law narrative that's there. I mean, Van Ness is, I mean, he probably wouldn't be the highest ranked guy right there. And you got your tackle in that Northwestern fella, like you said. So what if you do then trade it down, Al? I'm sorry to mock your draft right here, but what if you do trade it down at that point?
If there's a willing trade partner, sure.
Yep. Right now, Tennessee wouldn't mind trading with me. Their 11th pick.
What do you think about drafting a running back? Not here. I'm not talking this early, but I'm talking about with some of our one of those mid-range pick, one of those second round or third round picks.
Yeah. I think maybe
get like a Tank Bigsby. I think like a Tank Bigsby would be just fantastic. To join the Bears.
Yeah. Why not, Al? Why not?
Dwayne McBride. I'm liking that.
This Richardson QB jumped up a lot, didn't he? In the draft. He had that good that good time over there in Indy.
Yeah.
Better than overpaying for a free agent.
Yeah, that's where I'm kind of at with the running back. It's these running backs surprise, like they come out of nowhere, and I'd kind of like to see them spend a little draft equity at the running back position.
Right. So here's what I did. I traded the 9th pick to the Tennessee Titans for their 11th pick. And I gave them the 133rd overall pick, and they gave me the 72nd overall pick.
Wow. Why don't you just play Madden?
And we're still going to end up, I need to get Madden. And still on the board at this time, Quentin Jackson Smith, Skronsky, still on the board for me, Al, at number 11, as well as the Van Ness as well. So I think there's a lot of options there. I know I'm mocking it up and whatever, but I think there's going to be a lot of options through it. And you're right about that second round. I'd be all in on figuring some of that out too, having 2 of those. We got a month. That's going to be a fun Thursday night, Al.
Yes, it will. Hopefully there's no baseball or some other, lesser than sport to distract.
Are you watching the World Baseball Classic, Al?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Did you see the Japanese hat? I like it.
Japanese hat. Was this a Don Rickles bit?
No, the hat from their hat. Hang on.
Japanese hat.
Yeah, the Japanese hat. It's let me just
when I think of the Japanese, Clark, I don't really think of hats.
What do you mean?
They're not really a hat country. I mean, you don't think of Japanese hats. Maybe like the bubble hat.
You almost got me a Japanese baseball hat when you were in what's it called?
Yeah, in Tokyo.
Yes. Can you see it?
Well, will you do a live draft show? Probably not. I'm probably working, but it's possible. You never say never.
Oh yeah, true.
So what is it? Just a J? It looks like that submarine place logo.
Hang on. Let me get it. There you go.
Big J. I mean, what?
Got the flag on the side there. I like it.
Oh, this is yeah. You got the Japanese flag on the side and a J in the center.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's pretty solid.
Baseball hats are so ugly, man. That modern design of the baseball hat is just they ruined baseball hats.
Yeah,
Absolutely ruined them with the flat builds.
I
People
recently
just look
bought.
like
Oh, go ahead.
people look like dopes with those flat builds. I know you like that, and it looks dopey. I'm telling you right now, it's the worst design of a baseball hat, and you know the 40 some odd years I've been living that
What
the
do you
kids
mean?
wear now.
What to keep it flat? It's stoic. You wear
That
it.
short,
You wear it flat
that
because
short flat bill looks ridiculous. I'm
it's
sorry.
stoic. It's gorgeous. This is the first look at the
Ugh.
draft hats this year, and the only ones that have leaked out there are the Chiefs and the Bengals. I'm guessing that the Bears will have like. Do you think it's going to have the bear logo in it or the wishbone C?
It's going to have a bear.
Yeah, it is, right? Yeah.
Sesame Seed agrees with me. Thank you. Like
what?
The hats they look ridiculous nowadays.
They're stoic. No, you leave the stick. You leave one sticker on the bottom. You don't leave the other stickers on. You leave the one on the bottom just so people know that
Why?
it's real. So the other people know it's authentic. You gotta.
You think for a second I look at a dude walking down the street and I go, man, I wonder if that hat's authentic.
You go, that fucking loser over there is wearing a non-authentic hat. That's what
Clark,
you
is that stupid beanie you have on now? Is that authentic?
No, it's not. It's not.
That's an unauthentic hat.
It's a lost and found hat that I washed and I wear it.
Right now, you're wearing an unauthentic hat. Are you an unauthentic person?
Yeah. Do you know?
Where's your sticker?
Huh?
Where's your sticker? I want you to wear a sticker so I know you're an authentic person.
I don't need a sticker to make it authentic, Al. I'm a real person now.
Well, you don't need a sticker on a hat either. When you buy shit, you pull the stickers and tags off of things. What are you, the lady from the Grand Ole Opry? Minnie Pearl?
I remember when you and I were a part of a comedy group, and the rules of that group were yes and not just like on your sticker. I was being sarcastic, Al. Can I be sarcastic?
According to the alarm, no.
Somebody stealing your car?
Yeah, it's a Clark sarcasm alarm. Goes off every now and then, so we know. I don't know how to turn it off, though. That's the problem. So, anyways,
well, I don't buy hats anymore, right? I buy shoes, and I don't buy many. Tomorrow, Lauren and I.
Oh, because now you're doing that hipster thing. You got to fit in with the shoes.
Tomorrow, Lauren and I are going to go meet with our financial advisor. But the other day on Nike.com, there was a 10% cash back on Rakuten, right?
Really, Clark? You're now going to be a shoe guy? Like you've decided you're going to be a shoe guy?
And the 135 pair of Jordans that I liked, they were on sale for 14% off, down to $114. So then I'm getting the 10% cash back on it. Well, then I look and it's Women's Day. So they have a 25% deal delivered to my house for $91. I didn't even tell Lauren. And today,
what, that you're spending more on shoes than she does? I mean, you're a fucking man, Clark.
And today they arrived, Al.
Oh.
And this is what the kids do. They do unboxing videos, Al. So we're gonna take. I got to take a look, my friend, and just see.
Let's see This is the moment Clark officially becomes a hipster.
Dun,
this is it.
Dun.
We're watching the transformation
hipster,
live.
They call my ass, Al. Ooh, hang on.
See, here's what happened. Clark got a job over at that shit go place, and all the kids who work there have nice shoes.
Yeah,
and he felt intimidated, so now he had to go get shoes.
That's why I haven't been back there. And then look at those. They are yellow laces. My Lord, I didn't know they were yellow laces. The Jordans, baby.
Those are so uncomfortable, Clark. I'm going to tell you that straight up.
Well, I have these fat feet. They're all uncomfortable, but I don't care.
Yeah, no. The Jordans are walking. Like I have a pair of Jordans, and they're like the most uncomfortable shoes you'll ever wear. They're going to destroy your heel.
These are my second Jordans.
Trust me. I mean, you don't listen now.
But Lauren likes a deal, right? She's going to, and look at these. I can wear them with anything. You can wear them out. You can wear them out. You can wear them with dress pants. You can wear them to a wedding.
You are such a slave to your generation, Clark. I just want you to know that.
I'm a
You
slave.
are a slave to your generation. You are like 100% a plug and play human. Yeah, very nice. You got a lovely shoe. It's got a unibrow. Why does it have a unibrow?
I don't know.
That's probably why they were discounted, because the Nike logo connects all the way through the back like a unibrow.
Do you take your shoes off when you drive so you don't wrinkle them? I don't. I don't do that.
That's next. It's coming.
But I do,
it's coming.
But when I get them home, I do put them back in the box. I don't. and these are the only shoes that I like, that I actually bend over and I undo them and I put them on the right way so I don't ruin them. I normally go, fat guy style, and I just slide my foot in there.
Yeah.
It's hard to bend down and do that.
It's a beautiful and a sad thing at the same time, watching this butterfly blossom.
Listen, Elijah, I am not afraid of a New Balance. New Balances are comfortable shoes. They are very comfortable shoes.
I wear Adidas and I wear Hush Puppies. That's all I need. I'm for warm and comfortable, Clark. That's it.
Do we think that she's going to be cool with this?
Not really.
Damn it.
I think part of the folksy charm and why she married you is you weren't so self-absorbed in that kind of stuff. But now you're blowing money on shoes. I mean,
I'll text her right now and ask her. When you agreed to marry me, is it because I was what was the word, folksy, and not?
Yeah, you had a folksy charm and you weren't self-absorbed.
Wasn't self-absorbed. Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I know how to do great. What do you call it? Self-absorbed. How do you spell absorbed?
There's an A and a B and an O. There's probably an S in there. I think it ends with a D. I'm not sure. Spelling wasn't my strength, Clark.
Have I ever told you that my mom, I got her a Fire TV so it would talk to her, and I set it up on my Amazon. So now when my doorbell rings, her TV tells her there's someone at your front door. So she'll text me every time and say, Clark, there's someone at your front door.
See, that's cute. See, that's the kind of thing Lauren married you for. That folksy charm right there.
Elijah, take your shit out of here. Al, thank you, Al.
Do you know how many ice cream cones you could have gotten Hazel for those shoes?
This is bullshit.
Yeah, it's true.
That's bullshit. Fair.
I bet you're going to be very popular now with those shoes.
Yeah. Man, I was trying to catch up on Raw and SmackDown today, Al, and I didn't get a chance this week. I'm so damn excited right now. Hang on. Your folksy charm was definitely part of the bargain. You're right, Al.
Yeah, I know. I married you guys. I had it all out. I'm your spiritual advisor, Clark. A lot of people don't know this about me.
Sure. Fair enough. Yeah. What Friday night and last night? How are the storylines progressing?
They're progressing. They're new things are happening.
There's
there's movements, man. Things you may not be privy to. Developments and whatnot.
I know that Dom is doing a fine promo all of a sudden. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, everybody loves Dom. I do too. I mean, it's fantastic.
Not like either he's in on it. I don't know. It works, right? It's working.
It's a lot of fun. And the stuff with Rey Mysterio going into the Hall of Fame is pretty cool. I think they were supposed to announce somebody today. I don't know if they did.
Does Dom go to the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do. I mean, he obviously they're moving towards a match with Rey Mysterio. So
right. Wild.
All right. Have a good night, Elijah.
Good night, Elijah. Thanks for chatting Bears with us. Yeah, let's do it. Al, they come with black laces. Should I stick with that, or do I go with the yellow?
You do half and half. You got to watch some YouTube videos on how to do the laces right. Like you haven't had your hipster decision on how to do the laces. I mean, it's a thing. Like you don't lace them up like normal shoes, Clark. I mean, you've spent some money here. You gotta do your laces right.
Oh, I'll YouTube it. No worries. I'll watch some hipster on YouTube do it. It's fine. Yeah. What else? How's the Bloodline storyline?
It's good. It's a lot of fun. You know, Sammy and Jay are now back together. You know, Kevin Owens is getting beat down. Sami Zayn is getting beat down. It seems like, man, they're gonna have to come together. And then I'm hoping that the peacemaker Cody Rhodes, the negotiator Cody Rhodes, pulls on his best negotiation hat, and he somehow pulls the parties together. Like, you remember when, like, Dennis Rodman went and got those hostages freed? Something very similar I want to see happen with the peacemaker Cody Rhodes negotiating a kumbaya of Sammy and Kevin, so that at Mania they could be united.
Sweet. Did you just say that Jay and Sammy are back together? I swear you said that.
What?
That Jay and Sammy were back together.
No, Jay and Jimmy. Jimmy, the Usos.
Jay and Jimmy are back together. And then did KO come out? Or did they settle it yet?
No, I think KO took a beating, if I remember right, at the end of Raw. Yeah, the bloodline, they set him up and then they beat him down. And I forgot if anybody made the save or not. I don't remember. Yeah, my sleep, they had this whole time change. I thought our United States representatives went into the little Congress and they talked it out and they said, we're not going to do this daylight savings crap anymore. And then we're still doing the daylight savings crap.
It sucks. It's ridiculous. I'm done with it.
The cat doesn't know when she's supposed to eat now. I don't know when I'm supposed to sleep now. I haven't slept in like 3 days. It's brutal.
Yeah, there was a thing where Illinois was it was going to be ended. Like, there's a bill that passed in the Senate a long time ago here in Illinois, right?
Yeah.
I mean, this goes way back, and I keep hearing that they keep moving it back. So I don't know. I want it done. Let's end it. Over.
Okay, March. United States Senate approves bill to make daylight savings time permanent.
I'm looking at October 25th, 2022. Daylight saving time will end in Illinois at 2 a.m. in Illinois. Jesus, what's wrong with me? At 2 a.m. on November 6th this year. And this is from an article in 2022.
Well, I think that they're just saying that the times going to change.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. Damn it.
So, March 15th, the United States Senate on Tuesday passed legislation that would make daylight savings time permanent starting in 2023, ending the twice annual changing of the clocks in a move promoted by supporters advocating brighter afternoons and more economic activity. The Senate approved the measure called the Sunshine Protection Act unanimously by voice vote. The House of Representatives, which has held a committee hearing on the matter, must still pass the bill before it can go to President Joe Biden to sign. The White House has not said whether Biden supports it. A spokesman for the House Speaker Nancy Pelosi declined to say if she supports the measure, but said she was reviewing it closely. Senator Marco Rubio, one of the bill's sponsors, said supporters agreed the change would not take place until November of 2023 after input from airlines and broadcasters. The change would help enable children to play outdoors later, and reduce seasonal depression, according to supporters. Oh, this thing goes on and on and on. It's still like 6 pages on that story.
I mean, how are we supposed to find out anything if we have to read so much? Jesus.
So apparently, like, we've all been gaslit, and because everybody I talk to remembers that we got rid of daylight savings time a couple years ago. Like, we got rid of it,
right?
And now it's back. But now, according to this article, it could be gone again if the House of Representatives knows what they're doing. So call your local representative and let them know you want to get rid of daylight savings time.
In Illinois, the House introduced one new bill in 2022 and had 7 House bills and 1 Senate bill carried over from 2021. Each bill is currently pending. They include HB 2024, amends the Time Standardization Act, proves that daylight saving time shall be year-round standard time for the entire state. They've tried 7 times here, Al. We've tried 7 times. It looks like it's passed. Like, let's go. That's enough. I'm done.
Listen, if I was president, I would make one of those executive orders and just get rid of the daylight savings time.
Currently, the territories are only Hawaii and parts of Arizona do not participate in daylight saving time. The territories of America Samoa, which, by the way, you can't see it, but one of my stickers is from the law, the law school at America Samoa. That's where Jimmy McGill, better known as Saul Goodman, went. Let's see. American Samoa, Guam, Northern Mariana Islands, Puerto Rico, and the Virgin Islands do not participate.
You know, if I was president, I would make a law that any adjustment to a clock that isn't to get it to its actual time would be an arrestable offense.
Hang on. So there are some people who purposely keep clocks that they look at in their house 5 minutes ahead so that they're not late for things. You think that this should be illegal?
Yeah. Those people should be arrested.
In my own house.
In your own house. You should be arrested and going through some kind of reprogramming therapy so that you know to leave 5 minutes earlier. So you can be a responsible adult instead of faking time to fool yourself. Listen to you. You're like a cat chasing its tail. You ever see that? The cat goes after its own tail.
Show me. You got a cat.
Yeah, my cat's smart enough not to do it. But there's some cats that you wag their tail in front of them and they chase after it and try to bite it, like, you know, because they're chasing their tail. That's what setting a clock is early so you could be somewhere on time. You're tricking yourself, Clark. You and your hipster shoe there. What does it smell like? Smell like chocolate milk?
It smells like a new shoe. Like
what is it with it? What is with the hideous, like, rust color?
Oh my God. It's neutral, Al. I can wear it almost anywhere.
What, it's like a gold? It's golden rusted brown? Oh, that's brutal, man.
Christ. You know what?
You know, the nice thing, and you're going to learn this if you become a shoe guy. Shoe guys have different color shoes so they can match their outfits with the shoes. You don't get the neutral shoe. You make a commitment and then you match accordingly. Like, come on, man. If you're going to do it right.
Al, I have a family. I'm working on being financially responsible. I can't just go buying shoes all the time. So I have to buy one that's neutral. I'm not like these kids. I'm not one of these hipsters. Can I ask you a question here? And
okay.
Let's see. What do you think? Is it, which is correct, daylight saving time or daylight savings time or daylight savings with an apostrophe S time?
Well, apostrophe would indicate an ownership, so I think that's out.
Well, but isn't it daylight savings? No, yeah, that'd be like his name's daylight savings, and yeah, no, you're right. Okay, good. Go ahead.
The middle one caught my ear. Daylight savings time.
Daylight savings time.
All right, wait, let's see. Daylight is being saved, so daylight save time. No, daylight saving time. No, because that would daylight. I'm going with daylight savings time.
Daylight saving time. Daylight. Okay, what is your final answer?
I need a joints joined us.
Oh, thank you for joining us.
I
Is it one of those things?
don't mind if I do. I need a joint.
Hello, TV Cloud. Hi, Anita. Nice to see you. Thank you for joining us. I don't think I have. There's no official answer. I think it's just
Well,
what people.
what does Wikipedia have it labeled as?
This article from the Journal Star, the Peoria Journal Star, says, in short, most people say it wrong and have for most of their lives. Daylight saving time without the S and no apostrophe is the proper term. However, conventional use actually leans significantly towards saying
According to
daylight savings time, despite being grammatically incorrect. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't trust
daylight
Peoria?
savings time.
Okay. You
Not
got
really.
the word.
Do you trust
Peoria?
Peoria?
They get it
You ever
right.
been to Big
sometimes.
Al's
You got to
in
play in
Peoria?
Peoria before it plays anywhere else. I have been to Big Al's in Peoria.
You ever?
I have, and I've been to a place in Creve Coeur too, right outside of there. I forget what it was called, but younger days. I would never step into such an establishment at this time.
Southwest Jefferson Avenue. Yeah. Was really into the shoes. The hipster cop on fuck sticks on PD Live.
Club Cabaret. Really? He's not from Illinois, is he?
Who?
You said Styx is big on Peoria?
No, he's big on the shoes, the hipster shoes.
Oh. Is
he gets a special camera shot. He has a camera shot just so you can see his shoes. 100%. He frames it so his shoes are in view. And sometimes they'll bring up his shoes, and then he's got to show everybody his shoes.
Huh.
So if we do any videoing in the future, you probably should try to arrange so that your shoes are in the shot.
Okay. That's no problem.
A lot of guys, a lot of these hipster guys in these sport videos, they sit, they cross their legs. They sit with their legs, the leg on the lap, so they can show the shoe off.
On September 23rd, 2022, Ricky in the On Patrol Nation Live Nation group on Facebook says, any guesses on Stick shoes tonight? I say Crocs again.
Boom.
He wears Crocs?
Oh, the dude, I mean, he's got the hippest shoes on the block.
My Lord.
Yeah, man, he's down with the shoes.
Do you own any Crocs?
No, I told you, I wear Hush Puppies, I wear Adidas, and I wear slippers.
Oh, nice.
I have a pair of moccasins. I wear the moccasins sometimes I go shopping.
Are they water moccasins?
No, they're shoes, man. They're the Native American, the suede. Of course, mine are made by Hush Puppies, so I don't think that's
beautiful.
As authentic as some would be. Well, I was supposed to go grocery shopping tonight. I think that's out.
All right, go do it.
I don't think that means I wouldn't leave the house this weekend. I think that's probably a good thing.
Going grocery shopping? It is chilly today. Tomorrow's got a warm-up coming.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I need to throw the garbage out, though, so I do have to go downstairs.
I mean, if you're
I don't feel like going grocery shopping. Fuck it. I'm gonna make some dirty rice tonight. That's kinky.
Dirty rice?
Oh yeah.
That sounds good.
This ain't vanilla rice, my friend. This is dirty rice.
I've got 5 minutes left to eat tonight. We'll see what happens.
I thought you said if you go late, then you just extend your time.
Yeah, I can, but I've got to eat. I've got a meeting tomorrow at noon. It's a lunch meeting, so.
Oh.
Got to stick to it tonight. That gets in trouble because I got a new pen, a new vape pen And this one gives me that wanting to eat feeling. It also it seems to make me more paranoid. And do you think that's just me? Am I just more paranoid?
No, I definitely like my biggest issue with smoking weed is sometimes it'll make me paranoid.
Yeah. I'll talk myself out of it pretty quickly and tell myself, oh, that's just the new weed, dumbass.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, definitely a negative for me, but whatever.
Yeah, me too.
The squeeze is worth the juice, you know?
For my St. Patrick's Day Chicago Saturday, I went down to work, and it took me a while to get there because the parade ends right at the corner of where I work at Columbus and Monroe. And I'm underground, so like I came up and holy shit, there were just thousands of people there. And then I left as soon as it was starting, came home. Vera was at the doctor, strep throat again, with it like twice in 6 weeks.
Ooh.
Bullshit. I feel so bad for her. And then Hazel and I went over to the Irish American Heritage Center. Are you familiar, Al?
Yeah, right by my house.
In the neighborhood here. They had a hell of a St. Patrick's Day celebration there, of course. It's an old school.
Yeah.
And there's like 3 bars in the fucking place. They had the Irish dancers in the ballroom, with the stage. Upstairs, they had like somebody singing to the kids, and they were dancing and crazy. And then there was another bar downstairs with a band playing in it. And I guess that bar does a pretty good Bears game, I've heard. And,
really?
They got a Friday fish fry. Lauren, isn't eating meat on Fridays, so she'll do fish. So I think we're gonna head over there one of these Fridays.
That's cool.
Maybe we should sometime try a Bears game over there. I hear their farmers market's pretty cool. It's a school.
Yeah, look at you. I know it's right by me, Clark.
I've never been in it. I thought it was a school. I never even paid attention to the sign. I just always thought it was like a Catholic school.
Mr. Chicago over here doesn't even know about the Irish.
Don't tell me I don't know about the Irish. I know about.
What do you know about the Irish?
I know about the Irish. I know, the potato famine. There's a lot of Irish here in Chicago. That's what I know. I got to study on. What I know is I got to study up my Irish. I'm an 8th Irish. Well,
that explains it.
I had promised myself I'd made a commitment to watching more wrestling during Wrestlemania season, and I feel like I dropped the ball because I can't just talk to you about the other things other than what the hell happened with Bray Wyatt. Can I ask you that?
Well, I don't know. This dope Satin is reporting things, and I don't trust him, or not Sap, or whatever the hell his name is. And so then Meltzer's got a report going that it sounds like maybe Bray Wyatt had a mental breakdown. That's kind of the
damn.
Do you do the TikTok? Do you watch the TikTok?
Yeah, I watch some TikTok.
Because you can catch up on wrestling on that pretty easily, pretty quickly.
Really? Because I had the YouTube on earlier with the highlights from it there.
No. Everybody has TikTok now, Clark. You're like way behind.
Mm-hmm. I'm old. Well,
the new WWE game came out last night.
Oh, it did.
The pre-release. You get to play as Bad Bunny, with the pre-release.
Oh, so you got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Weren't you talking about not getting it?
Yeah, I was talking about not getting it.
Yep. But you also, when you talked about not getting it, you said, I'm probably getting it.
Yeah. And I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems fun. I think I didn't really play last year's game. Like, I got it, and I was like, well, this is okay. And then something caught my eye, and I played something else, and I just never got around to it.
Yeah.
The game's fucking expensive, so, you got to, I got to play it. I got to force myself to play it.
Well, then go play it.
I think I will.
Okay.
What else? Anything?
No. No, I don't think there is. I think maybe I can offer if I'm going to tell my wife about these Nikes before we go talk to our financial advisor's her sister, by the way. But before we go do that tomorrow, that was her answer when I asked if it was folksy to purchase 135 Jordans, but get them for 91. She said, not super folksy, but why don't you ask your financial advisor tomorrow?
Are you going to be wearing the shoes to the meeting?
Ooh.
I feel like this is something the shoes would be appropriate for.
No. I'm going to wear like, I don't know, probably Skechers.
What? I feel like this is the perfect opportunity to wear those shoes.
Okay, fine.
It's a meeting. These are your fancy dress shoes now, Clark.
All right, I'll wear it. Well, wait a minute. Well, tomorrow's Wednesday. It's going to be nice out. Yeah, I'll wear them tomorrow. I mean, I'm not going to wear them Thursday when there's a chance of rain. Come on. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, no. Yeah, shoes can't be functional.
Why the hell would I wear these in the rain? Or salt. You got to watch out for salt too. You got to make sure that salt isn't out there.
You probably maybe should hold off on them till like for the 2-week period of June, the last 2 weeks of June.
If I'm driving somewhere, I'll wear them because I'm not out of the car too much. Elijah was talking. People actually take them off while driving.
Well, yeah, you don't have to get the crease. That's why I wear the moccasins when I'm driving.
Okay. All right. Wait, you do that too? It's hipster over here? What's up?
Oh, yeah. You know me. I make sure my shoes are perfectly creased.
Now, do people go all the way up to the top with laces?
Buddy, I'm telling you, you got to watch some YouTube videos on the lacing.
Okay.
It's a thing, man.
I might ask a shoe guy or two. I don't know. All right, man. I think I might make it up to tuck in tonight. Oh, the hair's out again. That looks great. Great job. I like going no pony, Al. I just want to tell you that.
Good. Thank you.
You're
From
welcome.
a guy wearing a vest, lacing his shoes improperly. Rocky win.
You're welcome.
Win, Rocky.
Oh, shit. I got it wrong.
I'm telling you, there's special ways to do it, Clark. You're supposed to use both laces.
That's how I'll show them to Lauren. I'll ask her if she can help me lace these shoes. All right, buddy. Yeah. Thanks for doing a show.
All right. Till next week.
Bear down. I enjoyed your bear thoughts tonight. I don't know if mine were up to snuff, but I sure
were fantastic.
Oh,
thank you, Clark.
Well, that's kind. Wait. That's what I want.
Doors closing. Clark and Lake.
Good night. We'll see you next Tuesday, 6:30, 6:35.
Don't try to be funny, will you, meathead?
We'll see you then.
Oh, this is the worst looking hat I ever saw. Well, you buy a hat like this, I'll bet you get a free bowl of soup, huh? Oh, it looks good on you, though.
Well, all right, buddy.
That boy is a P.I.